Hey guys, welcome to this episode of the CE Dual Den. Today we have the Gearwrench 55-piece socket bit driver set with bits, extensions, metric and SA sockets. This is going to be a pretty nice setup. Reason why we bought this was because of this extended reach ratcheting bit socket driver, and it has this little one too. So this is going to make a really big difference in the shop, and we'll tell you why we bought this. And we don't regret this purchase. This is a Gearwrench set. You can get it at Home Depot for $69.97 or $98, whatever. $69.97, I think it was. Comes with all these bits, metric and SAE sockets, two different sets of quarter-inch adapters from quarter-inch hex drive to socket drive, quarter-inch socket drive. Has this extension, about a 4-inch extension. All right, so let's get to it, guys. All right, so over here we have a little mini bit ratchet with a little bit of a lock system over here. And same thing with, you have the, I think this is a foot long. Let's take it out. It's kind of a pain. It's really in there. Let's take a measurement and see what this is lengthwise. It's 11 7/8, and the small one is 5 1/8 inches long. This is pretty nice, guys. I like this locking mechanism. It's got detents. You can just use it as a flex head or a locking flex head. The same thing with the big one. I really like this. This is fantastic. This one's got a straight chromed handle. It's flat over here, so this is definitely made to get into tight spots, as well as this one. But this one's got more of a anti-knuckle busting. It's got that little raised, so you can get into tight areas. And this is kind of out of the way if you need to be out of the way. And you can always use the flex head part. You have here 4 millimeters up to 13 millimeters. Let's see if this is, that's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No skips except for 4.5 and 5.5 on the thing. So you're going to have to kind of figure that out. 3/16 all the way up to 9/16 in SAE. That 7/32, quarter-inch, 9/32. Some really eyeball sizes. 5/16. Let's see what this is. 11/32. Yeah, we're on common sizes now. 3/8, 7/16, ½ inch, and then you have the 9/16. All right, guys, and here's your bit loadout. You have your Torx, some slotted different sizes, your different sizes of Phillips, hex, metric, and SAE, and then there's your 4-inch extension into two different little socket drives. I like this. All right, let's test it out, guys. Let's put this to work. Let's see how it does with screws and stuff like that. I want to see it. All right, I got this set up over here. Here's the small one. I think this is ergonomically, this is probably going to be the best one for this job. Ready? There we go. Oops, wrong way. Let's keep it in flex mode so we can adjust if as needed. All right, so it's got a very light ratcheting mechanism here. I really like the fact that it's very quiet. It's not very throaty at all. And it's sunk in. Let's try to take it out. The bits themselves, let me see if what kind of material these bits are made out of. It's S2 steel. So the bits are good quality. S2 steel bit. So you know you're getting a quality bit. I don't think I would have it any other way with the Gearwrench line. This is definitely a hole. It's too kind of big for this screw. All right, let's try the long one. You're going to definitely get some good leverage out of this. Oops, that one's too. All right, let's try this one. We're getting it in. Let me take it out of locking mode and use the flex head position in case we needed it. I love flex head ratchets, guys. That's my favorite. You definitely get a good leverage with this. You just got to make sure you have your hand on it, because even though you're getting good leverage, you have the disadvantage of that length kind of like messing up your slipping if you're not holding it over here, because it'll the length is just too much for one-handed use. This is better for one-handed use. This is better for two-handed use. But it is very nice. Fits in pretty good. Let's try taking it out. I really like this, guys. This is definitely what I wanted. I needed to get a 1/4-inch extended ratchet, and that's the reason why I got this, because I want to access some things like in my vehicle or other vehicles that I'm working on at the time, and I wanted something extra long. And at that point when I bought this, I didn't have extra long. I've since remedied that. Show you guys in a second what I'm talking about. I've since remedied that by getting a snap-on extended reach ratchet with flex head. So let's compare the two lengthwise. I mean, the snap-on's just a little tiny pinch longer, but the head on the Gearwrench is a lot smaller. So if I needed access, you know, I have the Gearwrench. Now with the ratcheting thumb wheel part of the bit holder on this, it stands a little bit past. It's about the same, actually. It's about the same. Yeah, right there. It's about the same. All right. Never mind that. And let's check out. Here's an icon with the smaller one. And that's about the same with the ratcheting mechanism. The Gearwrench pops out just a little bit. And against the snap-on, this smaller 1/4-inch, the Gearwrench pops out just a little bit. So, I mean, it is very compact. This head is tiny. So, I really like this setup. Now, here is a 1/4-inch adapter, hex adapter to 1/4-inch drive. And we're going to do the same thing for the extended reach one. And now we have a 1/4-inch ratchet. And then we're going to reach out to the 1/2 inch. I think that's the size we have here, is a 1/2 inch. Let's try it out. Yep, 1/2 inch. So let's try out the extended reach one on this lag and see how this works out. So this is the extended one. Very nice, guys. I like this. Like, if you need that extended reach, you got it, especially with the locking flex head. Let's try the smaller one. Oops, gotta tighten, put in tightening mode. Definitely better leverage with the smaller one when you're in this position. This is only good if you're in a really tight area. I really like this. So these ratchets are pretty darn good. I like them. They're very quiet. They're very smooth. And the fact that they give you 2 1/4-inch adapters really makes this a viable and worthy set to add to your collection. This is, like I said, a 55-piece set with different bits. So you got like 2 Phillips 1s, 2 Phillips 2s, 2 3s, and then these different sizes slotted. You have this hex and SAE and metric, and then you have some more slotted with your Torx. These are not security Torx, these are regular Torx. So if you need that, you're gonna have to get it from a different set. And then you have your adapter there, so you can put the extension on if you need to. There you go. Throw in a socket. And then you have a extension with the socket adapter. Really nice, guys. I like this setup. If you guys like a set like this, I highly recommend it. Gearwrench really did a great job with this set. I know they made a lot of changes. A lot of people let a lot of people down with some of the sets, but this is one of the sets I think is one of the good ones that Gearwrench has. Highly recommend this. It's a really nice setup. This comes in one of those plastic trays that you can probably crack it easily. So just take care of it if you want to keep the set in this blow molded tray. Otherwise, put it in like a foam or something like that. You can do that too. But I love this set. This is definitely going to be a go-to for me in case I need something like this. I'm enjoying it. So if you guys like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications. As always, have yourselves a good day, good night. Hype the videos if you can. And we're going to Gearwrench ourselves out because the CE Tool Den is out.